Episode of ITC Candidate Conversations. I am your host, Noma Zulu, and I am super thrilled to be with you tonight. Whether you are a long-time listener or you are joining in for the very first time, we are, and I say we because it is a whole team today, we are delighted to have you as part of our growing community. Um, Candidate Conversations is not just a podcast. These are engagements that are aimed at driving you to your ITC Jan 2024 success. Obviously, before we get to the CASA designation, we need to conquer this ITC mountain. So each of our episodes is crafted with the intention of sparking your ambition and determination towards this designation. On that note, whether you are tuning in during your daily commute, you're going home, or you're hitting the play button while you're on your evening jog, or you are in bed relaxing, help me welcome our two panelists for tonight. That is Bonolo and Mtema, our our successful ITC candidate, and Thula, our current ITC candidate. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining me tonight. I've had the absolute pleasure of getting to know both of you. I mean, it's been it's been quite a week. But for those that are at home, please let's start with Bonolo. Bonolo, please tell us, or rather tell them, about yourself.
Alrighty. Good evening, everybody. I'm Bonolo Mtema, known as Nolo. I'm the third and only girl child in the family, so I'm the flower within the thorns there.
But what are the thorns?
My brothers are the thorns. Yeah, my brothers are the thorns, but I'm the golden egg there in the family and everyone's treasure. Yeah, and I'm born and bred in Pretoria in Mabopane, so Kentwana Kasi, not from the burbs. Yeah, not from the burbs. Yeah, I did my primary, secondary, and high school in Mabopane as well. That's where I was a top student until the CASA designation came into my life.
No, for you.
Yeah, no, that's in Buyawa. Yeah, it fell apart, but we managed to rebuild again. So yeah, I'm a God-fearing person. I'm an intro and extrovert. I'm outspoken. I'm ambitious. And I tend to be shy. I'm a very girly girl. Like you can look at my nails. I'll look at
pockets. What is that?
You know what I mean? Yeah, like I like taking good care of myself. Skincare routine every day, all day there. Yeah. I don't know about the two ladies.
Yes.
Yeah, man, like, yeah, take good care of yourself. Look out for all these other things that may.
But I look good.
Looking good. Please confuse the enemy. Don't look like your problems. Don't look like your problems. Confuse the enemy. Yeah.
Hey, tell us about yourself. Like, you see, we're talking like this now. What's our nails? Tell us about yourself.
So like I'm a honey from the burbs. So
yeah,
exactly. So I'm a Durbanite, born and bred. Essentially I was there for primary school, high school. It's only varsity that I actually left and went away. Okay. So yeah, that's where I'm from. I'm also the youngest of three, so I'm also the baby, the flower. Yes.
I was 13.
Okay. So I'm the baby of the family. I realized I didn't greet everybody. Good evening. Hope you're all doing well. So yes, I'm the youngest of three kids. So I'm from Yeah, family. I'm Sotho, but I'm from Durban. It confuses everybody.
No,
And
it confused me because you also speak to me that is to Mrs. Zulu. I'm like, hey.
I'm more fluent in Zulu. I feel like the Swana and Sotho people judge me when I try to, because they're just like, babes, nah, it's
Yeah, what's it mean?
just go back. It's fine. So yes, so that's where I'm from. Yeah, have a very supportive family.
What does that consist of, your family?
So what my family support, you say?
Yes.
So I have my parents are very educated. They take education very seriously. So even in the journey, in times when I wanted to give up, and trust me, I did.
Okay.
I very much wanted to, but it was really great to have, I think, because my dad, he did medicine, so he knows the struggle of needing to push for something,
And that discipline required.
Yes, exactly. So I really, for me, it was, being able to cry to him and being like, don't worry, we can do this, and them supporting me, even on the financial side, they've been very helpful. I never really always had to be that girl who's be like, I don't know where this is going to come from. I don't know where, how I'm going to get this to be able to, study or to do X, Y, Z, So it was really great to have my parents there to support me throughout the whole journey. There've been times because I've had to teach them how to handle me as well throughout the process.
Yeah.
That means that, in this journey, sometimes the people that understand you the most are those who are in it as well.
Yes.
And because they don't maybe necessarily know what the journey consists of, the emotional turmoil, all those things, it becomes difficult for someone to be able to support you in a way that you need them to.
Exactly.
So that's where sometimes the friends come in, the people that are doing this journey along with you or who have gone before you and are on the other side.
Yeah.
So for me, I've had to teach them how to support me in that way, not to ask me about my results when they're out. Give me some time.
Yeah. They must relax. Yeah.
Exactly. Not to be so, forward in that regard, but
And that's
to
something
just
I believe you have to teach someone.
Exactly.
Raise your friend. Actually, we were studying what's
exactly. And people always being like, Marai, but you always study. But you always this that.
Yo, bro. Like, people don't understand it.
So that sounds like a very strong support system. I mean, you're
Yes.
mentioning family, you're mentioning friends. That's quite critical for success.
Definitely.
No, what's
Yeah.
happening support system wise on your side? Like, how did you get through ITC?
Yo, guys. Yeah. My journey was a lot. But I echo what TD is saying, like a solid support structure is very key. So for me, my family, my friends, and my significant other. Yeah, it's not a pandemic for me because he's been my pillar. He's been my pillar. They've been my pillar as well, because on days where I felt like giving up, he was like, nah, bruh.
Yeah.
You gotta keep going. Set your eyes.
Back, babe. Like,
Yeah, you must know. Like, you understand. Yeah, like he's always been there. So I echo what Tili's saying. For instance, my parents are old, so they know nothing about this career and designation. So you have to take them along with you as you take a step. Yes, as well. Exactly, because all of them are invested in the journey as well. It's not just about you. So you giving up and you failing is not just for you. You're also exactly. So for me, for them always being there when things go south, to say, no, you can do this again, is what kept me going. Because, yeah, the journey was.
Amazing. Hey, support system, and I look jolly. Yeah, all right. That's quite nice. That's
Yeah.
Okay, so we are going to talk about something that is very relatable for everybody, whether you're in the accounting space or not. This is something I believe just touches you at some point in your life, and that is failure. So
Yeah, no.
oh, that touched the nerve.
Yeah.
So yeah, I believe in your journeys, in your individual journeys, you've all encountered this. I mean, I believe you guys both did the CTA, I mean the traditional route, right? The
Yeah.
CA trade, so it's just
But
CTA,
I took the
ITC.
long route.
Yours was longer.
Yeah.
Tomika short lived.
So long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so tell me what that was like. Like, let's move from CTA to ITC.
Mhm.
How was that? Was it easy or bumps, nyana along the way?
Yeah, no, it was not smooth sailing for me. So I did CTA twice. Yeah. Hey.
Hey, that's there's a story to that.
Yeah, no,
Like,
guys.
sure.
I did CTA twice, and me failing my first attempt was, yeah, the worst. I think was my biggest failure because my confidence got shaken a lot as I've been
being like the A student,
yeah.
and then
Yeah, so that was my first time failing. So even like I remember one of my brothers was like Bian, there's no way. Baurupile, like what do you mean you fail? Like and then
like your brother.
yeah,
Let's find something
like
now.
no ways.
Not
But
my sister.
yeah. But because I knew what the problem was, I had to be responsible and take accountability for my failure.
That was very big. I mean, considering years ago, CTA, you're just starting out with your CA journey. You're like, hi man, this is me. This is on me.
Yeah.
Accountability. That's a
Yes.
big word.
Yes. Yeah. And then my second attempt, that's where my journey with Endunamo started because, yeah, Rendani's math was always telling me, choking me.
You're also saying, what's happening?
Math is a painful for me.
Yeah, no, yeah.
So you started feeling this in your CTA second attempt.
Yes. No. In my first attempt, I failed because of math. So going into my second attempt, I knew what to fix.
Okay.
And that was math.
That's your giant.
Yes. So I knew that if I can conquer math, I conquered CTA. Yes, and that's what happened. So I started my journey with Endunamo there, and then I just focused on math and dealing with Rindani.
No, but yeah, there was math, and then there was literature. Like, there's 2 levels to that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I made it on my second attempt, luckily, and then yeah, we went to ITC.
How was that for you?
Yeah, it was also a bumpy road there. It was also a bumpy road.
It was bumpy as well.
Yes. So before my first attempt, immediately after completing my second attempt of CTA, my uncle passed away in November. So my preps started crumbling there. Then as I tried to recover from that, the wife passed away in December. Yes. So I couldn't really prepare for the Gen setting properly.
I can imagine that to you.
Yeah. But I still went to test the waters because you can't just let an attempt go. You understand? Yeah. So I still went to test waters and yeah, I knew like luckily for me, I've always been someone who knows when my academic journey is going well and when it's not going well.
You know?
Yeah, I always know. That's why I knew that me failing math is me failing CTA. Me conquering math is me conquering CTA.
So going into that ITC attempt with those losses, those personal losses, what was the result that you expected then?
A fail.
You knew.
Yeah, I was expecting that, dear Bonolo, I could regret to inform you that. Yeah.
Not this time.
Not this time. Yeah. I knew, but because you must always have hope and expect like something, some miracles there. So it hurts. And me being an emotional person, like I cried.
Shame.
Yeah.
That's so else. Like emotions can be, canvas into so many things. Like you get angry, so you're a crier.
Yeah, I cry. And also you have to go through all the emotions. Like don't just trying to act like
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Box it up.
Yeah, no, it's gonna come back to haunt you. So deal with it as you go. So by the time you are ready to pick yourself up properly and start going onto the journey again, you know you've dealt with all the possibilities that can come back to haunt you by then. So my first sitting didn't go well. Yes, that was Jan 2020. Then, as I was preparing for my grad in March 2020, it got cancelled the day before because of COVID. Yes. Yeah. So that was another heartbreak. Yeah. Then we couldn't write in June. They moved it to November.
Lockdown.
Yes. But before that, I lost my dad in July 2020.
Ooh. Yeah, one of those
Losses, like,
2020.
Yeah, 2020 was my worst year.
No, same. Yeah, that's quite a lot to go through. You
Yeah.
highlighted so many downfalls, and I kept waiting for that light at the end of the tunnel. Like, how did you pick yourself up? Because
Yeah, no,
it's so heartbreaking. Yes.
it was tough. It was
So this
tough.
was in July.
Yes, I lost my dad in July. And after the funeral and everything, and it takes a lot because as much as I need my family as my support structure,
Because
I'm also their support structure. So it's
the give and take.
yes,
thing.
yes. So it wasn't easy, but I had to sit myself down and understand that what is the end goal and set my eyes on the prize. So after the funeral, I had to pull myself towards myself, ensure that in all aspects, like mentally, physically, and with all my close family and friends, they needed to know where I'm at and where I'm going and all the sacrifices and compromises I have to make. So when I wrote in November, I made it.
No, but
I'm at it.
You were
I'm at
ready.
it.
You laid all on the table.
Yeah.
This is it. I'm giving you
Yeah.
hundreds. No, she's right by
Thank
clapping.
you.
Like that was absolutely amazing. That's
Yeah.
quite the success story. So 2020, I feel like was bittersweet for you.
Yes.
Now you can just look back and say, I went through X, but look at me now. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Okay, so we are talking about failure.
Yeah.
So Ritomeka CTA. Let's start with CTA. How was your CTA? How many attempts was that?
Help me, Lord.
Oh.
My CTA, just academic journey, has not been easy at all. I wasn't the A student like Bonolo here, Stubber Wells, I wish I was. But I think it also comes from, this whole thing of from young, right? I think it's very important that, the people around you, parents, everyone, you need to build confidence in your children to believe that they can do anything and everything in this world. Because the mind is what trips you up. And CTA is more of a mind game, I believe, than anything else. Academics can be learned. You can apply principle, but if the emotional part is not there and it's not up to par, you can easily trip up. So for me, I'm a multiple repeat offender. I did CTA 4 times. I always say for 4.5 because I had to write additional exams.
Wait. So you kept going back. You're like, no.
You know what?
Let me try it again.
Remember I spoke to you about the support system? Yes. There was a time when I wanted to give up. I was like, you know what? Guys, am I dumb?
It's not really
you start questioning yourself. You're like,
but and as you said, Rendani's subject. I don't know if Rendani's listening. We need to fix this for ITC. But it was math for me.
Math for you.
I would say on the second, when was it? Maybe third attempt, like I could see because I actually failed because of math, right?
Oh, now you could see the pattern, like
yes, because
this particular module.
Yeah, because I went to a certain institution. I shall not name names, but I went to a certain institution at first.
Yeah.
And I did my first, so the first attempt I had at CTA was full time, but I remember I came a bit late because I actually had another sub when I was in third year for undergrad. So I came a bit late. I came in Feb. It was like literally a week and then we were writing test one. So I had to like, you know, speed up, but then find everything else was somewhat okay throughout the year. But I could see, you know, these marks, you know, it's not looking good. So I failed my first attempt at CTA. Second attempt, I decided to start my articles. Guys, I do not recommend working and studying, but sometimes for some people it's the reality and you just have to make time. So it was my first time working. It was very difficult and it was COVID. So I started my articles in COVID. So it was very difficult to be able to maintain studies and work during that time. So I didn't pass my second attempt. My morale was extremely low. At that point, I was like, you know what? I feel that I need to move to a certain institution. A friend of mine had told me about this other institution. And I was like, you know what? Let me go there, right? Because I feel like here, things are not moving for me. I get there, you know, things are going well, you know, we're seeing progress. Yeah. And then I get to the end of the year, had to write a stuff for accounting and math. Counting, you know, we pushed December. I can't remember the last time I had a December. Yeah, no. You know, okay, maybe last year because I decided, you know what, I'm writing subs in April. Let me just take a break. Okay. But yeah, so I had that attempt and then I wrote the subs, passed accounting, didn't pass math. Yeah, let's repeat again.
Rendani. Rendani.
This is how I'm associated.
Yes. So at that point, I was just like, I think I was borderlining being depressed at this point because, you know, constant failure, like failure is nothing new to me. But even if you've experienced it several times, it still hurts every time, you know.
That's very profound.
Yes. And it reminds you of exactly because now there's that imposter syndrome. Yeah. You're like, okay, can I actually do this? Am I capable of doing this? Because you're constantly, you even start to become very sensitive about, you know, a lot of, you don't even want failure mentioned around you.
That self-doubt is creeping inside.
It brings so much trauma to you, you know. So I went through that, you know, I spoke to my dad and, you know, I went through the whole thing. He encouraged me. I went through it again. And I had a sub for math again.
Yeah, math good.
You know, and I was 1% away from qualifying for supplementary exams. So at the institution I was at, they said, okay, if you don't qualify for SUP, essentially I qualify for additional exams. So I had to even rewrite the ones that I had passed, right? So guys, by God's grace, I passed.
Yeah.
You know, but it was just after my articles. So I actually finished my articles in Jan. Then I decided, you know what, I'm going to take a 3-month break. I'm going to put my all into this. And, you know,
amazing. That was your CTA journey.
That was my CTA journey.
Wow. Okay. So, as we've heard, losses are quite fundamental to your success.
Yeah.
I think they beautify your story. 2020 wasn't a good year for you, but you look back and you say, because of that, I made it through. Fourth attempt, 4.5 even. It wasn't, it was a bittersweet feeling because now you look back and you're like, because of that, I have identified for math. Yes, I need a little bit extra work. Math slash yeah, thank you so much, ladies, for sharing that.
Yes.
So success undoubtedly requires discipline. We have highlighted that. I'm going to toss this question to those at home after Bonolo speaks. I want to know what discipline you apply when it comes to your studies. You know, how do you just, you know, I always give this very perfect example. So I joined gym. Right? So I joined gym in December. This was the second week of November. I'm like, I'm gonna change. I'm ready for this. You know, be a better person, eat green things and everything. I went for my very first session. I was a very ambitious person, I would like to say, because my very first time in gym, I was like personal trainer too. They're like, are you sure? Because we can just show you. I like personal trainer.
Yes.
And we did that one session. This is the first time of my life in gym. We did that one session. I'm like, bye. I haven't been since. So
No good.
I was like,
You're like out.
why it was so for 2 weeks, but discipline. You know, discipline applies in all critical areas of your life that you like to succeed. You guys, you have to wake up and study. As not by that you are a parent, that you have to go to work, but Psycho expects you to show up with, you know, performance-wise.
Yeah.
So, Bonolo, I'd like you to tell us what you did in terms of disciplining yourself. You know, did you have a routine, a study plan? And this will be tossed to our people watching at home. If anybody feels that they have a specific strategy that they implement, you know, when it comes to discipline, like, you know, I know I have to do this. That's the bottom line, and this is how I get it done. Guys, we are here. Please share with us. So Bonolo, over to you.
Okay, so for me, it's a matter of one being there mentally. Like TD said, this is a mind game. So because I had tasted failure several times before, when I did my second ITC attempt, I told myself that, you know what, this is it. We're doing this for the last time. And nothing else matters at this point than ITC. Everyone around you needs to know and needs to understand.
This is my goal. This is my vision.
Yes. So you let them know. You're not seeking for permission from them. You let them know that this is it. Either you're in or you're out.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
That's where I'm headed. Are you helping
Exactly.
me get there, or you're taking and
Exactly.
don't be apologetic for that?
Don't.
You see your vision.
Exactly.
You see where you want to go.
Exactly. And you
That's
don't
very
have
profound.
to always explain yourself to people. No. Don't. Yeah. Stick to your journey. Like, stick to your lane, bruh. Stick to your lane.
It's your lane.
Yeah. So for me, I knew that it's either this or never. Yeah. So I had to take unpaid leave. That's where it started.
Yeah, you're committed.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, unpaid leave.
Yeah, I had to, because also remember I was still trying to pick myself up from losing my dad.
Yes, we're coming from the 2020 laws.
Yes. So I had to take unpaid leave. Then after that, recharge for like a couple of days, then get straight into it. One is self-reflecting and know what is it that you don't know. Like, you know what you don't know, bruh.
Yeah, but the no knowns.
Yeah, and
no,
you understand.
Yeah,
You know what you don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
But because we always like to stick to what we know, because it boosts
confidence.
Yes, it doesn't
like, I'm
help.
reading this and I know it
doesn't help. One, it wastes time that you don't have. Yes. So stick to what you know. I knew that Rindani and his math were the problem.
I'm thinking, do you guys if I have any other modules?
They're there, but like
this
one, you know, you need to deal with the problem, like straight on, head on. So I knew what the problem was. So my study plan mostly was for math, but the other modules, you don't neglect them. You still do them just to boost your confidence so you can face your demon. For me, my demon was math. So I do an accounting, a tax there, and then say, I know I got this.
Yeah.
Then go into math. Yeah.
Shaky ground.
Yeah. But as you keep on going, you actually, it gets to make sense.
Yeah.
You get to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Because for me, as much as I did questions, I started to understand that, oh, this is actually what it means.
Yes.
This is actually what Rindani has been saying.
Right.
Exactly. So you need to know what you don't know and focus on that. That's that.
Discipline. I like that. Sadie, let me ask you. you're working, right? How do you find the time to apply yourself in the morning before, before the boss is like, my man, yeah, what that PowerPoint presentation you said, I redo it. How do you find yourself to apply yourself there and also to your study life? And I'm assuming you've got personal time with friends as well. How's your discipline looking like? Like,
Yeah. I'll say this, right? For me, it's very difficult. It's very difficult. I was listening to one of my favorite podcasts the other day, and one of the individuals, they said that, discipline eats motivation for breakfast, right? And that was very profound to me, because my own personal definition of discipline is doing what you need to do despite of how you feel, right? And for me, it was quite difficult because, I didn't work for a while, right? So I started this new job. It's been this is about maybe the third or fourth week now.
Okay.
And so there's that adjustment as well.
Wait, so congratulations.
Thank you. So there's that adjustment as well, you understand? So it's been a transition period for me. And then now it's only a bit now that I'm starting to just, okay, you need to put in some time in the mornings, of which it's hard, guys.
Yeah, no, hey.
So you're
But remember, sleep is for the wicked.
It's for the wicked.
Yeah.
But it's nice. And sometimes, actually, quite frankly, we need it because we're tired.
No, that's true.
So it's just knowing at the end of the day that this is just a short-term sacrifice. And I'm preaching to myself now.
Which is worth it.
Which is worth it, because
I like this.
the hours, guys, the money, the time, the sacrifices. You spoke about, I think you asked me about, do I spend time with friends? No, I don't. Right? And I've actually lost friends along the way in this journey.
Of course.
Because even if some of them have even done this thing, sometimes some of them have been, I don't want to call it a one-hit wonder, but they've done this thing the first time it's entered,
yes,
right?
True.
And so for them, it's been easy. My journey's been very difficult. It's been very different to theirs, right? So they don't understand when I'm like, hey,
I'm still doing this thing.
I don't have time. I can't go to X, Y, and Z, And actually, quite frankly, if I'm gonna be there, my mind is not gonna be present.
True.
So what's the point in me being 100% in person, physically there with you, but not being there in mind? So discipline. It's been hard, and it's something that I'm personally still working on. And I'd love to maybe get some more insight from Bonolo in that regard.
Coming up.
Yes. So I'd like to get some more insight from Bonolo as to how exactly she implemented that. But for me, it's I'm getting into the groove of it of things right now. But I'm also like, the time is ticking. We've got just under 1.5 months until we actually write ITC.
Yeah.
So there's also that anxiety that builds up in me, which I think is kind of affecting me as I'm going into my studies, because I'm like, I need to study. And then when I'm studying, I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I have so much to do. But it doesn't help to have that kind of mindset and be in that frame of mind.
Yeah.
I think it's important, especially when you're studying, to be present and to look at what you're doing right now and to do it present, to be present and to do it wholeheartedly.
Sure.
So,
I think he was mentioning something that's very profound here, because I could be studying, but my mind's still not here. I'm still thinking, am I doing enough? But I'm doing it. But is it still enough?
Yeah.
So that means I'm not really present. Did you ever go through that when you were studying? Actually, that's a good
all the time. All the time.
Really?
All the
How
time.
do you get through that?
The thing is, one, like, it's not worth going through that because you're wasting time. Like for me, when I was going through that, I'd read one sentence like 5,000 times. That's when I knew that, nah, bruh, it's not gonna cut. So rather do something that's gonna help you recharge, move your mind away from that. Yes, reset. Yes.
Yeah.
Move your mind away from that so that when you come back, you are fully into what you'll be doing. So you can gain from that. Because one, you're wasting time that you don't have by you being there but not fully there. And it's gonna come back and haunt you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Time that you don't have. So thank you very much for that. That's quite profound. Team watching at home, do you guys have any disciplinary strategies that we could be missing? Do you guys have you guys can just raise a hand. Yeah, we're here. We're here. We've got you. So raise a hand, open up a chat, open your mic. If you feel there's something that you do that could actually work for the next person, please let us know. We are here to get better so that come Jan 2024, we are killing this thing. So guys, you're welcome to leave it up on the chat. I'm going to move on. We're about to wrap up. I need to know. So you've done your ITC with Endunamo. What were your key highlights? Like, what would you say stood out for you? Like, you know what? Yeah, I may have done this thing, né? But when I did it like this, it was because of this that I succeeded. So what do you think those key highlights or those areas could have been that just made everything like just, you know, drive you that much closer to success? What was that for you?
Like I said, is firstly identifying and accepting, keyword being accepting what you don't know. Accept that you don't know it, work on it, ask as many questions as you can. Like, I think Rindani can attest. Like, I was a pest, bruh. Like, here on his neck. Like, here, breathing through his neck. Like, bruh, I don't understand it. So if there's never a dumb question, you know. So ask as many questions as you can. Ask for help from whoever you can get help from.
Yes.
Also, this brings in, like, in your personal life, check your circle of friends. Like for me, I also asked my friends questions and seeked help from them because we knew each other's strengths and weaknesses. Where I was strong, they were weak. So I was helping them there. For me, on MEF, it was Rendani and some of my friends because they were good with that. So also check your friends. Whether probably like some people are going to be shy to be like on Rendani's face. So rather go to your friends there.
Yes.
So identify and accept what you don't know, work on it fully, make up, like be proactive because life is gonna happen, guys. Like life will surely happen so that by the time it happens, you can be flexible and maneuver around your plan and make sure that in all aspects and areas of your life, nothing else matters than ITC.
I love that. I love that. So what I'm hearing is, so your key takeaways were that you had a lecturer and so you're struggling in that particular discipline and your lecturer was present. He allowed you
To be-
You were here and he was like, I got you. Let us talk through this. So you felt that drove you to your
Yes.
success.
Like one thing about Endunamo lecturers, they are invested fully so 100% with you to walk with you on this journey and hold your hand. So it's up to you to make use of them because there's only so much they can do. They're going to give you lectures, tutorials, assessments, and that's it. If you're not willing to walk an extra mile for yourself, then it's not going to
I
work
hope
out.
our professional teams listening because wow, they should. I mean, this just a claim that they should keep on doing what they've been doing. You did your ITC, it wasn't this year. It's been a minute, but if that is still a key takeaway from you, who knows the impact that they could still be having on candidates that are coming after you. And before we go to you, can I just ask, did you guys ever do anything else besides math? Like, what is happening?
Hey, guys.
Do you guys know any other lecturers? No, guys, no. Sure. Okay. So now, Tini, we're coming back to you. So you are still with the ITC board course.
Yes.
What are your key takeaways or your highlights since you've been with Indunamo for this sitting? Like, what do you feel is propelling you towards your Jan 2024 success?
I think definitely a highlight for me, I would say the lecturers and the support team. I mean,
I know, thank you.
When lecturers, when I tell you excellence, no, and I'm not just saying it because no, genuinely, these are professionals that know what they're doing and they understand the related the subject matters, right? And it's for me, it's been really great to be able to ask questions. They even make you think, right? Because as I said, I don't know if I said it before, but you sometimes you think you know something, and then you kind of get tripped up because they make you think, right? And I think the reason why I came to Indunamo is because I actually heard about Indunamo through a friend, right? And literally out of those friends, the majority of them that passed came from Indunamo Bonolo. So I was like, there's something that's right here, that's going on right here. So I was like, I want to be a part of that. And I really want to, come out obviously successful, right, in the ITC. So I really do appreciate even the amount of, because, as much as for some people be like, yo, guys, you guys have lectures all the time. Because, and they laugh, but they're beneficial. I walk out after every single lecture, after every single tutorial session, etc., and I've learned so much, right? I'm empowered, and it's made me, think of things that I hadn't thought of before. So I think definitely I have to give a shout out to the lecturers. They're really doing a great job in that regard. So yeah, I think for me that's been really great, and I also love the, also with you guys from the support team side. You guys are very supportive.
I mean, I know, like,
Shout out to Victor.
I have to give a shout out to Victor, because Victor knows. Even if I'm quiet for a while, I'll be like, hey, TD, I'm just checking up on you. How's it going? And everything like that. So
you feel like the caretaking support also
definitely
drives that.
Yes, it's like a full package per se, because it's the lecturers, but it's also the support team that's also really great, So I've really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, team. I really do not want this to end, but no, we have another session coming up. Yeah.
Just to end up, Norma, right?
No,
I'd also advise the candidate to self-reflect. Like after, whether be tutorial, assessment, whatever, even after like the sessions, just self-reflect. What did you take out from that lesson? What did you learn from the assessment? Why did you fail? Why did you do well in whatever that you did well in? Because that's going to help you redirect and focus more and polish your strategy and your exam technique proper, so that come Jan, it's smooth sailing. So self-reflection is quite key. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nolo. That's quite profound. So guys at home, like I don't know if you guys are listening to us. Are we still audible, or we're having our own conversation here?
No questions,
no
nothing.
Questions, like,
no comments.
Bonolo is here. And a fellow candidate is here. There could be something that you're doing that's not working for you, but this is why we have these engagements, so that you just polish up on what you've been doing. Because like she said, I think it's 1.5 months away. We are really out of time. So yay, we've got a hand. Whoever has a hand, please just kindly unmute yourself and just say your name first, and you can speak, ask your question, or say your defense. Thank you. Do we have somebody online? Janet, are you with us?
Hi. Oh, sorry, I wanted to react. So I pressed.
No,
but guys, thank you.
Might as well ask a question.
No, I just want to thank you guys for the session. We all failed. It's a difficult journey. Like everybody, it's like it's not an easy journey. Like we've been through a lot. Like I can relate, especially to the lady. The other lady,
not Nsidi, my friend. No, not Nsidi.
sorry, I couldn't get the name, but I can like totally relate. I've been through a lot, like working and studying. It's not an easy journey. So once you have your CTA, you're like, oh, thank God I have a CTA. Then what's next? We have ITC. Like we don't rest. So yeah, definitely December we are not celebrating. We'll be starting throughout.
Yeah, no, there's no time for that enjoyment here, okay?
Yeah,
Thank
then
you so much, Janet.
thanks.
No, that's very heartfelt. Thank you so much for sharing that. I see Blessing is saying lovely hoodies and cups. Send some. Blessing, where are you? You're not even Blessing.
Yes,
No.
Blessing.
Can you even hear your voice like this?
Can we hear you? Just give us
No,
the hello,
listen,
Blessing.
thank you so much, team. So yeah, for those that are interested, this is our regalia. We've got cups, we've got journals, we've got we've got a whole wardrobe today. You can go to work So you can always reach out to your caretakers to find out more about that. In case you're interested. But yeah, guys, it's been a very exciting session. But I'm not going to leave them without asking them something. So I try and always find out because this shows who a person is. So I want to ask the team here who their biggest inspiration is in the accounting space. So in this accounting profession, you guys want to be CASAs. Like who's your motivation? Who are you looking up to? So I'm gonna start with Otsiri.
Intense. You know what? I have to say that someone who's quite close to me, a good friend of mine, who's actually a CA as well, Bonolo Sogweba, right? And so she actually did her APC through Ndunamu, and she's one of the hardest working people I know ever. Always top academic, and she also experienced failure in terms of APC, right? Which was her first time. I know you AA students subscribe to your system.
Yeah.
So and she literally ended up on the honors roll, right?
That's
for
great.
APC. She is just such an inspiration to me. I always tell her that, like, friend, I always rant about you because she's honestly just such a fantastic person. And not yes. And even professionally, I really do believe that she's going to do great things in the profession. And yeah, so she's really someone that I really truly look up to in the profession. So yeah.
Thank you. Now over to you. Who's your inspiration in this field?
Okay, so for me, it has to be one of my managers that I met when I was doing my articles at somewhere. I'm not gonna name the names, She's Renela Poloba. Like, she's one amazing person, like an all-rounder, a mother, a sister, a hardworking person. She just got promoted to being a director late last year. Yeah, she's very hardworking. She's very hardworking and always motivating. Like, she's selfless and always willing to be there and listen to someone who needs help. So she also makes me want to go an extra mile, not just for myself, but for other people as well. Because she's always preaching about giving back. And that is what also helped me through her support as well, is what made me get to where I am now. So yeah.
Renee, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much to everybody that's joining us at home. Like we said, we really don't want to, but we have to leave so that you join the next session. But it's been absolutely amazing. And to all the candidates that are watching at home, please continue to join, not just join the sessions, but also be present, engage with the host, whoever it is that's here to talk to you and impart some knowledge. You will leave the session empowered. which is what Endunamo aims to do. So I'd like to thank Bonolo and CD for their time we've had. Yeah, it's been laughs, as you see. So our next candidate conversations will be next month. So I guess for 2023, this is actually us wrapping it up. Bittersweet memories. But guys, you've heard it from the ladies. Just it's December if you want it to be December. We're going to be enjoying together, or you will be able to draw those boundaries and say, listen, guys, family, this is what I'm dedicated to. This is my vision. This is where I'm going. And all that is up to you. So thank you, ladies, for helping us realign, for helping us refocus. It's been absolutely amazing. Have a good night, guys. Please join in your session. It's a good night from us. Not, yeah. To join in.
She's out.
We've got your map session. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Bye. Thank you so much, ladies. Cheers.
Thank you.